In the year 1999, an abandoned alien battle fortress crash-landed on the planet Earth. Our most brilliant scientists and engineers spent the next 10 years reconstructing the damaged ship and studying its highly advanced space technology called Robotech. A race of warriors from deep space, the Zentradi, entered the scene, bent on recovering the lost ship and destroying Earth civilization. A battle for our planet's survival was on, and young Rick Hunter found himself caught up in the war, piloting an unfamiliar fighter plane with sophisticated engineering he couldn't begin to understand. Out of control, the fighter plunged to a crash landing. Incredibly, the plane survived the crash, and then it underwent a startling transformation. As young Rick ponders what to do next, the Zentradi invaders draw ever closer. And aboard the reconstructed battle fortress, Captain Global and his inexperienced crew prepare to confront the vastly superior forces of the alien enemy.
24 unidentified objects are descending just offshore, sir.
Oh, and why didn't we detect them before now?
When the main guns automatically fired to the first attack, it sapped so much power our radar was knocked out.
Those scout ships were just a decoy. Very clever strategy. Lisa, call Lieutenant Commander Foker's team back here immediately.
They're still combating the first attack wave, sir. I doubt if they can break away.
I understand. Thank you.
The unidentified craft have landed in the water 25 miles west of us, and they seem to have submerged, sir.
Call Prometheus and order them to send out reconnaissance choppers.
I did, sir. They'll arrive in 5 minutes.
Mind reader?
Yes, sir.
What is that?
A giant robot.
Could be an alien invader.
Whatever it is, it stopped moving. It's just standing there now. Wow! Hey, Ming-Ming, come see what's out here! An honest-to-goodness giant robot! Jason, be careful! Oh, Jason, what if that thing had stepped on you? I can take care of myself. I want to get a good look at that thing. Come on, we'll go upstairs and look out the window. Oh, Jason, wait for me!
Don't let him fall out the window, you hear?
Don't worry, Auntie, I'll watch him.
This is PHP 202. We're approaching target area and no sign of alien craft so far. Over.
Roger, PHP 202. Approach with caution. Craft suspected to be submerged in the ocean.
Let's get out of here.
They're gone, sir. They've been shot down.
And here I am, the helpless captain of an untested ship with an inexperienced crew.
Well, Captain, it's lucky for us that we got this ship ready in time to fight off the invaders. When do you take off? You are ready, aren't you? Why haven't you taken off? What are you waiting for?
You must think I'm out of my mind. I can't take the ship into combat with a crew of raw recruits who have never flown in space before. What's more, the ship hasn't even been tested yet, and with all due respect, sir, we don't even know if it'll fly.
Hey,
If
Jim,
you order me to
do you
take it
think
up,
he
I'll
means
obey,
it?
but it'll be against my better judgment.
I am ordering you to take off, Captain. Understand?
Responsibility
I think he
then,
means
because
it.
I'm telling you, it's
Oh,
suicide.
wow. What's wrong, Sammy? I thought you wanted to go into space. I do. I think.
This is an alien ship. While we were able to reconstruct it, we don't understand how to operate even half of its functions yet.
It sounds to me as though you're saying you have no confidence in your crew. Is that what you're telling me, Captain?
I didn't say that.
Well, then what is the problem? We spent a fortune on this Robotech ship, and I don't want to see it destroyed on the ground.
Senator,
No, Captain. No more excuses. Take off.
well, if that's your order.
That's right, Captain. It is. SDF-1 is a battleship. That's what it was built for. Well, girls, we're all depending on you. So, don't let us down.
We aren't ready for combat. We just aren't ready.
Wow! Look how big it is! Be careful, Jason. I wonder where it came from.
Look, it moved its head. Is it anywhere? It just fell out of the sky and crashed into several buildings. It's as big as the building itself.
Look, its back opened up. Uh-huh. There's nobody running it. But wait, there he is!
Huh? What's going on here? Where am I?
Pilot looks confused. Maybe he was injured in the crash.
I must be seeing things. This used to be a fighter plane. Excuse me, what is this? I mean, what does it look like to you?
Huh?
What is it?
Some kind of robot, I think.
Oh, great. Wow. When I got into this thing, it was an aircraft. I thought I'd gone nuts.
You mean a convertible airplane? You must be joking.
I'm as puzzled as anybody about it.
You're kidding. You're the pilot and you don't even know what it is?
No, I'm not a military pilot. I'm just an amateur.
What? How'd you get that robot?
It's all a big mistake. I'm not supposed to have it.
An enemy spy! Jason!
Spy? Look, this was the Army's idea, not mine. Wow. Look at all the damage.
You don't have to pay for it.
Me? I hope not. What?
Get that thing off the road! I have a truckload of vital military supplies to deliver, and I'm in a hurry. Now move it!
I don't know how it works, but I'll try.
Good luck!
Thanks.
And please be careful.
Sure, I will. So long.
I hope I see you again sometime.
Well, all I can do is throw a few switches and hope for the best, I guess. At least I can see where I'm going. If I could just figure out how to get there.
Oh, please tell me you're okay, Jason. I am.
Are you two okay in there?
Uh-huh. We're okay.
Phew. Thank goodness.
Gravity control systems 1 through 48 are green light. Please confirm. Over.
Roger, green light.
I am now switching from manual to computer control.
prepare to move out. I need immediate confirmation.
Roger, base 16, clear.
74 through 140. Over.
GH24.
Priority 1 transmission from headquarters, Captain Global. Armor 1 reports completion of recovery procedures and is departing now to join Armor 10 at Rendezvous Charlie.
Thank you, Vanessa. Claudia, check the reflex furnace and see if we've recovered full power.
74, cleared.
Ready condition on furnace power, sir.
Very good. Anti-gravity, full thrust.
Aye, aye, sir. Full thrust. Anti-gravity, full thrust. Full thrust.
Reflex furnace now activated at full thrust and induction control board countdown is underway.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Full power. Activate the anti-gravity control system.
The gyroscope is level, sir.
Well done. What the hell is going on? Trim the pitch attitude immediately.
It must be the gyroscope.
No, look. What? The gravity pods are breaking away.
What is it? Oh, no. They're tearing away from the ship instead of lifting it. This can't be happening.
The ship is losing altitude, Captain.
Please, tell me I'm dreaming this.
Pardon, sir?
It's a nightmare. Is everybody okay?
Aye, sir. We're okay.
I want a full damage report. Give me a computer readout on every system on board.
Yes, sir.
They'll never let me hear the end of this.
You shouldn't blame yourself for this, sir.
I am the captain.
This is Skull Leader, Veritech Team to SDF-1. Mission completed. We met the enemy air assault, and we sent them back where they came from.
Very commendable work, Commander Fokker.
How many did you shoot down?
Only 10 this time.
You're slipping, Roy.
Well, don't worry, Claudia. I'll make it up. You have any word on the VT-102?
He landed in Macross City in a battleoid, and he's doing more damage than the enemy.
Thanks, Lisa.
Who is he? He's not registered as a fighter pilot.
It's okay. I know him.
He needs help.
I'd better go check on him. Skull Leader to Group. You guys head on back to Prometheus. I've got some business to take care of in town. Captain Kramer, you take over Group Command. Over.
Roger, Commander.
I should have known better than to leave him alone. Aha! There's the battleoid. This is Skull Leader calling VT-102. Do you read me? Over.
Hi, Roy. It's me.
Had a busy day down there, I see.
Yeah, you might say that, big brother. Now what?
I don't know.
I must be dreaming this. I don't believe it.
That airplane became a robot, too. Amazing.
A brief Robotech intermission is required for these urgent messages. Robotech shall now resume transmission.
A few small repairs and you can take that battleoid back into action.
What are you talking about? I don't even know what this thing is, and I'm sure not qualified to operate it.
If you can fly a jet, you can operate a battleoid. The controls aren't that much different. I'll tell you what to do. The legs are controlled by the foot pedals.
Huh? Which foot pedals? There must be 50 different controls in here.
57 to be exact. I'll explain them to you while I'm making the repairs. The battleoids are classified top secret, and trust me, there is a reason for them. There, that ought to do it. Switch on low energy and depress the foot pedals slowly.
Okay, here goes.
That's it. See how easy it is?
Phew.
Wow, you learn fast, don't you?
Thanks.
Min-May, come on. Okay, Auntie. See you later. We're being evacuated.
Recon and battle pods have landed, Commander. We're ready to attack. Attention all gunnery crews. Prepare to give covering fire to the recon assault group. Ready all guns. Ready all guns. Set for long-range covering fire.
We better get moving, Rick. We still have a war to fight.
I'm still pretty unsure of myself trying to keep track of all these robot controls. I'm not ready for combat.
Pull the control mark G, and we'll switch to Guardian configuration.
What the heck is a Guardian? Here goes!
The Guardian controls operate almost exactly like the fighter plane. You can fly it without any problems.
Oh, no, I have to go back for my diary. Somebody might find it and read it.
Don't be foolish, child. You can't go back now.
It won't take me a minute to get it. Don't worry.
No, Min-May, you don't have time. Come back.
All guns standing by for bombardment, Commander. Free time. Good. Level everything in the path of the assault forces, but be careful not to damage that battle fortress. I want to take it intact.
Yeah, it looks like the civilians got out just in time.
Wow, the whole place is under attack. I hope everybody got out okay.
If you're worried about your girlfriend, we might check on her.
Could we?
Do we have a fix on where that bombardment is coming from?
A fleet of spaceships in lunar orbit.
Beyond the range of our missiles.
Captain, an alien assault force is approaching from the east. We need air support.
Call for it.
station.
Roger, SDF-1, coming in. All Veritech switch to Guardian mode.
Protect you. Take care of the girl, Rick. I'll hold them off.
You can't handle them alone.
Don't argue with me. I'll draw their fire while you get her out of here.
Stay right there. I'll pick you up.
I thought you were an amateur. Huh? Oh, no.
Trust me, I can do it.
Do I have to? Oh.
Get out of here, Rick. Fire your jets.
What are you saying? I can't hear you.
How's it going? Everything okay?
I'll be okay, Roy.
I don't care how you are. How's the girl?
The girl? Okay so far.
Better take good care of her. If anything happens to her, you'll have to answer to me.
Oh, don't forget, big brother, I saw her first.
That's how it is, huh? We'll discuss this later.
Oh, boy, I gotta find some way to get her in here. Uh-oh. Grab my hand. You can do it. That's it. You're safe now. Don't cry. Are you okay?
I'm all right. Now. Oh, no!
You okay? Huh? Oh, no, Min-May. Yeah! What was it? What was that thing, Roy?
That is the enemy. Now you know why we built the Battloids, Rick. To fight these giant aliens.
They look just like human beings.
Yeah. If you ever saw a human 50 feet tall. I guess you understand now why we kept this a secret.
Engineering reports backup rockets are fueled and ready for firing. How's the evacuation progressing, Lisa?
All the civilians have been safely transported to shelters. The city is deserted.
Very well. Switch on the main booster rockets. We'll be blasting off immediately.
I hope the standby boosters work.
Their work, Lisa. They were made on Earth. All right? Blast off!
Yes, sir.
Attention, Skull Leader. SDF-1 is taking off. Request air cover. Over.
We're on our way. Come on, Rick, let's go. Get the lead out. Come on, Rick, what's the matter with you?
Horrified by the sight of the giant alien and stunned by the death and violence he has witnessed, young Rick has fallen into a state of deep shock. The battle fortress has blasted off to rendezvous with the orbiting space platforms. A helpless Rick and unconscious Min-May are left behind, surrounded by invaders. In our next episode, the Zentradi invaders continue to close in, and the battle for the planet Earth becomes even more intense. Attempting to escape the superior alien forces, Rick and Min-May become stranded in space while trying to rejoin the others. Captain Global makes a desperate decision to execute a hyperspace jump, which may take his ship to safety, or which might mean the end for everyone. Be with us for Spacefold, the next exciting chapter in the saga of Robotech.